This is the most ambitious event that I've ever put on in a whole entire decade. Yeah. So for those that know about me and my story, I started marketing 20 years ago. I had previously sold my first company in my early 20s, and then I thought, what am I going to do with my life? I decided I would go into marketing, which was 2005. So it's exactly 2 decades ago. And so I got into that not really knowing a lot about marketing at the time, but I had to quickly learn because I had clients giving me money and I had to get them results. But luckily, I was able to find the right mentors, the right groups like this along the way, and be able to learn the deep insights of what makes not just marketing work okay, but how do you make it work extremely well? How do you generate $10 million from a campaign in like 6 months? How do you take a company from 400 grand a year to $75 million, which is all these things that I've done over the last 2 decades. You know, people like Kerwin Ray, we took him from 0 to $100 million, right? And that comes from what we're going to teach you today, right? And over the next 2 days, I'm going to teach you the exact process that I've developed, that we've developed over the last 2 decades on exactly how to do that. I'm not holding anything back at this event. There's going to be a lot of information. It's going to be like a bit of a fire hose, so I apologize for that. However, I thought it was really important to share this with you. I thought this is the most critical thing that I should share with you so that you can take it away and install it in your own company, but also it just gives you a lot more power over your life, right? For instance, my wife started her own company. I was able to just walk in, put marketing in, and scale her business to 7 figures, right? Imagine being able to do that for your family, for your friends, your own things. So I have a business idea, I want to do this, and then you just go off and do it, and then you make it successful. Does anyone want to have that kind of power? Yeah? Yeah? It's good. Love it. So in this program, we're going to learn how to create powerful marketing that attracts and converts. And we're going to put a little twist on it, which I'll share with you a bit later. It's a bit of an open loop there for you. One of the biggest challenges, though, is when I run my agency, and how I've run my agency for the last 2 decades, is it is super expensive to run A-list copywriters, the top media buyers. If you're a smaller business, if you're hiring an agency, it gets expensive, right? Yeah? And not only does it expensive, but you don't have a lot of control over what happens, because you could pay someone like 5 grand or 10 grand a month and you may not get results, right? Because if you're delegating without having the insight, the knowledge to know what good looks like, what success looks like, you're kind of delegating blindly. Anytime you delegate a task, a project to somebody and you don't fully understand it, it's never going to go well, okay? And that's what happens. That's why people say, I've been through 12 agencies, I never got results. It's because you didn't have the understanding to be able to delegate, right? It's like that with every part of the business. You need to understand it well enough so that you can do that and you can get success. But what I'm going to give you over the next 3 days is just a toolbox to be able to do it yourself if you so wish. And it is literally the thing that's made me successful, made my clients successful, and I'm super excited to share it with you. Okay? Cool. So yeah, get ready. The truth is we can't afford to do this the way that we used to do it. Like I said, I ran a massive team at my agency. We spent so much money on salaries, on all kinds of things. We had a big team. We had to pay them top dollar because we had the best team. And it was very hard to do, right? We've been able to basically cut our agency team in half using AI. Right? We kept the best talent, but using AI, we've been able to leverage our output, right? So we've been able to say, how can we get one person in our company to output the level of, say, 5 people, right? AI is leverage. It's not necessarily just going to be there. The dream out there is like, AI is going to run your company, and then you can go on pictures or whatever, or cook, right? I'm not sure if we'll ever get there. We're definitely not there now, but what I see AI as is a leverage for us to go, okay, I can do things in quicker time frames, I can output way more things. And that's really what it's been for us. Sam Altman predicts that AI will soon enable a one-person company to achieve billion-dollar valuation. How much of that is hype? What do you guys think? Huh?
Possible.
It's possible. Okay. Depends how smart the person is. Yeah? You think it's possible?
It is.
It is. Awesome. Sounds good. All right. Here's what I believe. I believe that AI won't replace marketers, but marketers who use AI will replace those that don't. That's what I believe. I believe if you're not using the latest tools, it's like the internet, for those of you that are old enough to know when the internet was rolled out. If you were still, or computers even, if you were still doing it the old way, you're doing your bookkeeping with pen and paper, you're far behind the person who's using a computer. So I believe that if you're not using AI, you will get left behind. So we're going to share with you a lot of things. And I've been doing a lot of deep dive on AI. As you know, I have a computer programming background, so I've been able to break the matrix for you guys and show you things that you've never heard before, never seen before at this event. So I'm super excited for that too. So the one-person marketing department is here. Like I said, we've been able to cut our team and increase our output. It's just been incredibly good. All right. I'm going to fast forward some of this stuff. So this is important. Most of your business and life problems disappear if you have converting marketing. If you think about all the challenges that you might be facing now, just have a real good think about, okay, what are the issues I've got? Maybe it's things with staff. Maybe it's things to do with paying bills or expansion or things that you want to roll out, but you don't have the capital to do so. Anything, or it could be, recruitment. Any problem that you have can be solved with converting marketing because that can generate revenue, that can generate income instantly. You can start with $5,000, you can start with $3,000 in advertising budget, scale that within 3 to 6 months to $100,000 a month or $100,000 a week in sales, income, revenue. And we've done it time and time again for our clients. One of our clients in the property space, George McCoskey, started out at 40 grand a month. Before we started working with him, we got him to $200,000 a week in income per week, consistently, within a matter of a few months. It's the power of converting marketing. And so that's what we really want to show you how to create at this event. So when your marketing succeeds, what happens? Well, you obviously get money, but you gain power in life, you gain influence, you attract the right kind of people to your organization, you attract the right kind of people as clients. You can choose who you work with. If you don't have converting marketing, you have people coming to you, maybe they're DMing you, maybe they're referrals, maybe they're leads coming to your website. They're not the best kind of fit for my company, but I need the money, I need the client, I'll take them on, right? Or, man, this guy's gonna be a nightmare, but I have to pay the bills, so I better take him on as a client. Anyone ever have that situation? Yeah? Anyone have it more times than they wish they never had? Right? Because if you don't have converting marketing, you're at the mercy of everything and everyone else. Who wants to be at the mercy of everything and everyone else? No hands going up. Good. Who wants to have complete control, power over their destiny, over their business, who they work with, what they actually do for their clients? Right? Anyone taking on projects where you're like, I don't really do that, but I guess I'm going to have to. Yeah? Anyone done that? Yeah. It's like, if you're an agency, do you do websites? I guess I have to do a website, but I don't do them, right? Or whatever it is. We're able to get, because we know we can get the right clients in and as many as we need to get. Somebody comes in, they're not a right fit. So, sorry, we can't do that. We don't work with people like this, right? It's an incredibly comforting, peaceful, serene, calm, confident position to be in. And I believe that's more important to live life on your own terms. I believe that is more important than pretty much anything else. Because if you can't live life on your own terms, right? If you have to bend and bow to other people, you can't be truly ethical to your own moral standards. You have to compromise, right? We don't want to live a life of compromise. So we need to get this, we need to understand this, we need to implement this so that we can say, I'm happy with how I'm living my life. Well, damn it, it's the closest thing I know to printing money, right? But I have 100% confidence when I go, I'm going to launch this business, or I'm going to help my friend or my family member to grow their business. I know for a fact, there's zero doubt in my mind when I go in there that I know how to do it, because I know the things that you're going to walk out of knowing after 3 days here. The things that you're going to walk away with are the things that I know that give me complete confidence to go, yeah, don't worry about that. We'll just get you more leads, more qualified book calls, more sales. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, cool. So, the power of specificity. Right. What I want you to do right now is take a moment right now to write down what you hope to take away from this event. So take a moment, get clear on what your intentions are, what you hope to get out of this event. It's important to get clear on what it is that you want to get out of this event. Okay. Anyone want to share? Yeah? Liam? Build genuine connections? Good. Carissa? Maybe, thanks, Dave.
Double my revenue without needing heaps of extra staff.
Double your revenue without needing extra staff. Love it. Very clear. Very, you can see it. Very specific. Somebody on this side of the room. Doctor says is Rod.
I run a service-based business, so it's the ability to attract quality and in particular doctors.
Love it. It's good. How do you know something is specific?
We can measure it.
Pardon?
We can measure it.
You can measure it, correct. You know that it's been achieved. You can know that it's been achieved. You can know it, right? It's measurable, right? It's verifiable. If I want to lose 10 kilograms, can I verify if I have? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Yes? Can I verify if I've got rid of my stress?
You could.
How?
With certain PI that you can track. Number of grey hair on my head.
Number of grey hair on it. I love it. That's good. All right.
You can't, like, wood.
Yes, this is true. Well, in the past, maybe not. Now we have technology. I love technology. It's important to get clear on what it is that we're doing. It's important to get clear on everything that we're doing in our business. A lot of the times we walk around with abstraction, with ambiguity, right? The more specific you are about what you want, the clearer the outcome you'll create. If you know what success looks like, if you can measure it, if you can verify it, if you know that it happened, you can create it. If you're not sure, if you're not very clear on the specifics, if you don't know how to measure it, if you don't know how to verify it, you don't know whether or not it's happened, right? You can also communicate that well with others if you're very specific. And you can know exactly what you're aiming for. And you can move toward the goal faster. I'd like to get at least one more, actually two more from here, from this side. Yes?
Sorry. Want clearer objectives and skills for paid ads to convert leads to clients for under $100.
That's pretty specific. Would you agree? Under $100. You can know that if you do it, right? If you achieve that, you're going to know it straight away. Love it. Another one. Yes.
I want to learn how to market to attract more of the market share in our industry to fill our boat all the time.
Okay, good. Awesome. How do you measure market share? Do you know what it is now?
Well, I know how many people we have on our boat now, so I would know if we were more, our boat would be fuller, but I wouldn't be able to compare that to what other people were doing, no.
Is it important Is it an important goal to increase market share? Or is it more important to reach specific numbers in the business?
Numbers in the business, definitely.
Okay, cool. That's good. Very good. Thank you. Being specific, right? It's a powerful lesson that we're going to bring in over the next 3 days and your life, that the more specific you get with everything in your life, the better the outcome. And specifically more so with marketing. For those of you that have been in the mastermind for 10 years, know I used to just drum on to be specific, right? This is so important. When you are specific in your communication, not only do you know exactly what's going on, but everyone around you does, your prospects do, your target market does, your leads do, your clients do, when you are specific. When you're not specific, nobody knows what the hell is going on. Does that make sense? Okay, so practicing being more specific will translate to better marketing results. Think of a great marketing campaign as the core of a business. If you don't have at least one great marketing campaign generating the ideal client types at the cost per acquisition that you would like, that works economically, if you don't have that, if you don't have that marketing campaign that's consistent, that's long-term, that's generating inbound clients and customers, if you don't have that, I believe you don't have the core of the business. I believe you have just delivery, okay? All right. So Nike is essentially a marketing company. Most of their business is geared around marketing. They don't actually do they don't create the product. They outsource that to China. Is Nike more valuable than the Chinese factory making sneakers? Yes or no? Yeah. Apple is a product development and marketing company. They're not making their own phones in California. Their iPhones are made by Foxconn. Anyone ever not heard of Foxconn? A lot of people haven't. Apple is worth $3 trillion. Foxconn, about $100 billion. Not bad, not bad. But Apple is essentially a marketing company that happens to sell products. A lot of businesses, a lot of people go into businesses going product-centric. I'm creating this product. I'm delivering this service. And then the afterthought is, oh, I've got to do marketing. I've got to get customers, right? It should be the other way around, okay? We should be first and foremost a marketing and sales company that happens to do X, whatever X is, service, product. So kind of flip a paradigm for some of you. Otherwise, what are we doing? We have a job, we're creating a product, we're delivering a service. Sounds like a job to me. We want to be the Apple. We don't want to be the Foxconn.
Millions?
Yeah, about 150, but yeah. What you need to have is great marketing that attracts clients every day and every week. So we are going to, first of all, talk about the past. In the past, we would create marketing. It take you 20 to 100 hours to create. When we do a marketing campaign for one of our clients, we spend minimum 20 to 120 hours just to create, just to set it up, to do the research, to do the target market profile, to do all the copy, to create all the funnels, to get the marketing, get the leads flowing. And done it by hand, basically, for the last 20 years. About 10 years ago, I had to be challenged because I was doing marketing for my clients, I was doing really well, getting results for my clients. But 10 years ago, I started this mastermind. Then I had to learn how to teach it. Knowing something and then knowing how to teach it, two completely different skill sets. And then I had to figure out, well, how do I actually do it? Because it's autopilot. When you're just knowing it, but you're not teaching it, it's autopilot. How do I create a campaign? So I had to codify it. And ever since I codified it, I've begun to see more patterns over time and go, that's how that works. We're going to give you the code. We're going to give that to you at this event. Now, the future is we're going to use AI to just speed up the whole process. We can do it less than half the time. We launched a campaign I think it was about 3 months ago. I did it all with AI with what I'm going to show you at this event. And straight from day one, we were getting highly qualified booked calls he was generating millions of dollars in revenue almost instantly. And I was like, well, this is good. This might even be better than me. Right? It's proven, it works, and I'm really excited to share it with you. This isn't just an event. I want to really go along with you and help you implement while we're here. And for those of you that are in the mastermind, we'll be giving you a lot of support after as well. But buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride, and hopefully we can pull it off with the amount of stuff I'm going to send your way at this event. All right. So without any further ado, I'm going to just talk about the events.